No, yeah, I think now the situation is a bit more clear in terms of we have a statement from the club, and the club already said what do we need to say, so there is not anything to add unless that the club, the coaching staff, and all the people that they are inside the training ground, we support and we trust Misha.
What support is the club offering him at this moment in time?
But general support in terms of, first of all, we trust Misha, and second, when these kind of things happen, you need to support your player in all the aspect.
When you say support the player, does that involve regular conversations with the likes of yourself and him, or is it more of a club thing?
No, it's also it's general. It's Misha. It's Chelsea player, but is for sure is one of the players that is involved in the squad. So it's also my duty to be in contact with him, and me, the club, the players, the teammates. We are all there.
Have you been given any sort of indication about a timeline with this? How long this process could go on for?
No, not yet. No.
And as a coach, how do you deal with a situation like this when it comes to the other players? You know, have you felt the need to address them on this subject?
No, I don't think so. In terms of, it's not the first time that this happened. It's already happened in the past. It's not, unfortunately, happened with us, but it's going to happen again for this different player. But I think they know exactly what they have to do, and this is the reason why we trust and we support Misha.
Do you think it's a wake-up call, a reminder maybe to the players, sharpens their focus about this kind of issue, especially maybe going away on international duty?
I don't think so.
Nizar?
Hi Enzo, did you speak to Misha and did you offer your support, and how did that conversation go?
Yeah, absolutely. Just that we are all upset, sad, and we are there to support Misha. I spoke with him days ago, and yeah, that's all.
I guess now you can't see him until the process is over, so how is the sort of situation, how the club looking after him? I guess he can't train with your team anymore.
Yeah, at the moment he can't train. We are waiting, but as I said, the club is ready, is there to support the player with all the things that we need to support him in all the aspect.
And did the test happen when he was, did it come after international duty, or did it happen when he was at Chelsea? Can you, when did it happen? When did you find out about this news?
To be honest, I don't know.
Andy?
Hi Enzo. You said earlier we trust Misha.
Mm-hmm.
Can you expand on that, please? What do you mean by that, please?
If you say trust, what do you mean?
Yeah, you say we trust Misha. I mean,
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
That we trust Misha and we support Misha. And trust means that we believe Misha, we trust Misha, and we support him.
Because he said, he issued a statement himself saying, you know, I'm very shocked.
Mm-hmm.
He seems genuinely taken aback by this, which in a way kind of makes it feel like he wants to fight it. And it sounds like you're very much behind him and you're believing what he's telling you.
Exactly, yeah. It's like this. What Misha said and what we said is that we trust Misha, we support Misha, and then we see.
Rob?
Hi, Enzo. Has this happened to you before in your career, where you've had to help a player through something like this?
No, I don't think so.
How well equipped do you feel as a young coach yourself to help a player, particularly a young player like Misha, through something like this? Because this is really a test more of your kind of leadership and your mentoring skills than as a football coach. How ready do you feel to help a player in a vulnerable position?
No, yeah, first of all, these kind of things happen not only the young player, happen also player with experience. It's not just about Misha or about young players in general. And then, as I said, it's my duty since we start. You know that I try to have a relation with players quite close because I like in that way. So even with Misha, it's exactly the same, and I'm there to try to help Misha in anything he needs. And because in this moment it's normal that he's going to need help from the club, from me, from the teammates, and we are all there trying to support.
Jacob?
And so just to clarify what you were saying to Andy, your belief is that that Misha is innocent of what's happened?
We all believe that, then we see.
Okay. And obviously though, if he is found to have taken something, then the possibility of a ban is obviously very long. Are you confident that he can potentially come back from this, that this won't ultimately be the end of his career here?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's going to come back. Now the only thing is that we don't know when. He's the only doubt we have in this moment, but for sure he's going to come back.
And, you know, it sometimes gets forgotten with him. He's a young player who's come from a war zone. That must be very difficult for him mentally to come to a new country and have to deal with being away from his family, friends, you know, in such a difficult moment away from football. Do you have concerns? Do you have to look after him just from a mental perspective? Because this must be a very lonely.
But it's not just. It's not about Misha. It's but any player in the world that these kind of things happen. They need support. No matter if he's 20 or 30. No matter if English or Italian or Ukrainian. No matter nothing. When these kind of things happen, I need support. You need support. They need support. We all need support because something happened. So it's not about Misha. It's not about the age. It's not about the country. It's about that when these kind of things happen, we all need support.
Bradley.
Hi Enzo, I hope you're well. How did the squad take the news when you told them yesterday that Mudryk wouldn't be a part of the team for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, we had all the same feeling in terms of the teammates. They were all surprised, but because Misha at the beginning was ill, he didn't was good. Then this happened. And they were all surprised and at the same time sad because we don't like these kind of things.
And is it about the senior players in the squad, maybe your captain, some of those senior leadership figures, to maybe reach out and help support him alongside you as well?
Yeah, not only the senior player. I think in this kind of moment it's important that all the teammates, they are there to support Misha.
And moving on to matters on the pitch, it's been such an impressive start to the season for Chelsea, both in the league and in Europe. Do you feel like the Conference League as a tournament is one for Chelsea, but it's they're favourites to maybe go and win this now?
I said already that I like to go step by step. For us, the main target in conference was the group stage. Now the group stage is there. We're gonna see the next game, and then the target when we play the next game is to go to the next one, and then we see where we arrive.
That's great. Thank you.
Matt.
Hi, Enzo. Can you just talk about Misha the player, how you found him as a player? De Zerbi once said he's a future Ballon d'Or winner. Have you seen that talent, and where do you feel he has been in his development?
No, for sure. With us, he was improving a lot, especially in the last game. He started to understand which position he has to stay. At the beginning, he was, because of his skills, he was moving a lot, he was running a lot, and with us, I think in the last 2-3 games that he played, he was improving a lot. We were very happy with him. And then in terms if he can, where he can be in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. But
do you see talent on the training ground with him that maybe we don't see on the pitch and in matches sometimes?
No. The talent we see in the training pitch is exactly the same. The talent that sometimes you can see during the game with Misha is exactly the same feeling. So in the training session happen exactly the same that happened during the game.
And just finally from me, you've had a few little issues you've had to deal with at Chelsea. I mean, when you first came in, there was Enzo Fernandez. I think your first press conference, you had to answer questions about him in that situation that kicked off. There's been some senior players who you've let go and some who have stayed who aren't playing like Chilwell. You've come through, you've managed all those situations really well. It's never become a distraction or a problem for the rest of the squad. How have you managed to navigate all these little bumps in the road that come along?
Just to try to convince the player that the only side that we can decide is the pitch side, because then everything happen around the pitch. Sometimes we cannot control that, as you said, and so on, or the other kind of things. But especially to convince them that if we need to solve things outside of the pitch, it's my job to do it, not their job. They have to be focused on the game, the day by day. They have to work hard and try to win games as much as we can. Then the rest is about the club, it's about me. how to try to solve this kind of problem that you just said now.
Okay, we've got time for 3 more. We'll go Bobby, Kieran and Ben.
Hi Enzo. How pleased are you that Josh Chimpong signed a new contract with the club?
Very, very happy. Very happy. With Josh has been quite clear. He was with us in pre-season. I didn't know him personally, but after 2-3 days that he was there with us, he really impressed me. And since the pre-season, I was trying to understand a little bit the situation with him in terms of contract and these kind of things. Now, finally, the club found an agreement with him, and we are all happy because we are all convinced and sure that Josh can be a great player for this club.
Do you feel as if he's a player who might need to go out on loan in the future to get more experience, or do you think he's ready to play in competitions like the Premier League now?
My personal opinion is that he has to stay close to us. So as much as we can keep him here, it's much better.
Kieran?
Enzo, obviously we don't know how long Mudryk will be out, but with the left winger, could that actually represent the big opportunity for Tyreek George, or is it something where you might have to think closer to January?
We have now 3 or 4 games before January. We have Everton, Fulham and Ipswich, 3 games before January. So we have still 3 games, and then after these 3 games, probably we're gonna sit and we're gonna decide if we need to do something. For sure, Tyreek is going to have to get minutes, and we're gonna try to help him to improve day by day, because now he's working with us every day, him and Josh, and to allow them to get minutes with us in Premier League.
And we'll finish with Ben.
Just a couple of quick ones from me, Enzo. Mykhailo Mudryk, can you just update? The feeling is maybe he might play some under-23s action in mid-December, and what are the plans for him in January?
Yeah. Now the main plan for him was to recover after the injury, and now step by step, slowly to get minutes, and then in January we see which decision is better for him.
Could I just ask you a broader question on doping and how clean you think football is today compared to, say, when you walked into Juventus as a player right off the back of a doping scandal?
I was
like
waiting for this question. I think football was clean in that time and is clean in this time. So I don't think there is a big difference between my time at Juventus and now. I think in that time was clean, in this time is clean, but as I said before, these kind of things happen in the past, they happen now, and they are going to happen in the future.
Sorry, do one more question at the back, please. Thank you.
We're gonna try to approach always in the same way, try to do our best and win the game. I think today in football it's difficult to find teams that they have no strength. All the teams, they have something good and some things that you can try to work on that and win the game. But I watch 4 or 5 games, and I think that they are a good team. They try to defend as a block all together, and they have some good players in general. But I'm quite convinced that all the games, they are difficult. Depends on us, the way we take that game, and can become a little bit more easy or more difficult. But for sure will be another game that we're gonna try to win the game.
So far, they are also unbeaten, as are Chelsea. Which of the games have you been more impressed with? They drew away to Rapid Vienna, drew with Apoel, beat the Bosnian champions last week.
Yeah, no, I saw also the game against Sparta Prague, I think. That game also, Rapid Vienna, as you said. But different games that they were trying to play face-to-face with the other team. So.
And are there any players in particular from Shamrock Rovers that caught your eye?
No, I think it's, as I said before, it's a general team, the way they defend as a block, the way they try to defend to help each other. So it's more general.
And from the team that you're likely to pick to start tomorrow, will you be giving some of the younger players an opportunity?
Could be. We try to change players since we start, and tomorrow probably it's one more option for that.
Are you surprised at how well the season has gone for you?
Surprise, I said many times that we are ahead of my expectation in terms of the way we play and also for the results.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.